Welcome back. Have you ever wondered how it will feel when you take over the control over your emotions and you will be in the driver's seat rather than in the passenger seat? Would you be much more curious about discovering this path for yourself? If yes, then this episode is for you, because I'm focusing today on really the part where emotions which really you are struggling with start to be known for you. Why known? Because the way that I want to show you that worked the best for me is the way of being the observer, being rather than being in the emotions, rather than really letting the emotions drive the situation in most of the times automatic way as part of self-consciousness. I want to show you that really switching or turning yourself into being an observer of the situation rather than the actor, the participant, is much more interesting perspective, and the perspective that as a step gives you the benefit of really knowing if those emotions are really necessary in a certain volume, if those emotions really make sense, and being the observer as well gives you the benefit of really having the verification, the instant view on okay, are those circumstances justifying the volume of emotions that I'm giving to this certain aspect. Of course, it's even more important, this is the main theme in here. It's more important about negative emotions. Have I been trained really to see only the negative emotions? Why I don't see the benefits in the situation? I'm automatically pushing into really negative reactions. I had this perspective for some time. I didn't know really why I was reacting negatively to certain situations, and couple of things helped me. One of the things was the coaching session, where really brilliant coach. I was sharing that I have anger in certain situations with my kids, and I don't know really how to make it click so that I don't overreact. I'm not brought into the situation where I would really create negative emotions. And the first idea, the brilliant idea that I later on tested for some time, was really to, in the very moment that you start to feel the same emotions, just switch to observing those, that they appear again, and start to broaden your view into really why they are happening, why they are appearing. And you will conclude that all those elements, first, your perspective bases on your previous experiences, but this new situation might have much more context than you think. It might be that someone is reacting in a certain way, or creating a certain situation because they feel bad, they are sick, they had a bad night, they have an ache of anything, and that might be the perspective they have. You as well verify on your own really what makes me this way, and being an observer as well in current world is an asset, is a way of taking a step back and looking at the situation from the distance, not necessarily fully immersing yourself in what is happening, but rather taking a step back and checking the real context behind, and giving yourself time to digest the situation. So today's theme is about really how you can start to be the observer of what is happening rather than only the participant. If you start to be the observer, then you take a step into the direction of really starting to create your emotions, starting to create your situation, starting to create your new reality. And that is the way everyone should direct themselves to grow, because each and every one of us is destined for growing. This is our ultimate path. This is our ultimate direction. Grow each and every day, and grow for yourself and for the others, as together we are one huge energy, one huge being, and one huge consciousness, and we can do miracles if we start to be conscious about it. So take it with you, try to be the observer for a couple of days, couple of hours, couple of weeks, how much you can afford to be, especially in the situations that were blocking you, in the situations that are your life challenges. Try to be the observer. What is it about really? Is it same context, or the context is changing? If the context is changing, why you are reacting in the same manner? Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.